Good morning. Now, what I'm hoping is that you can hear me because and clearly, because I am doing this through the Ecamm cameras platform into my Be Live Studio 2, and one or other may have which way round with the microphone's not quite right. I'm hoping I've got it right. So, it's another morning of daily live stream. This time it's live stream for the card spread reading for the Lenormand cards. I've had a little bit of a change, as you may have noticed in my post on my own profile page. Good morning, Kathy. So you are on the right page. You're on the mytimetv.live page. And that's by clicking the links above if you're on the Roz Boundy page or the Hypnosis Plus with Roz or the Live in 5 page. I've got 4 and YouTube. So, it's taken a bit of management to actually get to this point where I can have the flexibility of the various platforms and screens, and I'm loving it. And it's proving to be, relatively easy to use, actually, now that I've got the system and now that, yes, I'm back at mytimetv.live. So thank you for clicking that link above. Great. So, yes, you can hear clearly and great. So I dare say there's not an echo. I've only got the one camera that I'm, the one microphone that I'm using, I hope. So I love those hearts, Fiona. Absolutely love them. G'day, Holly. To each and every one of you, Kathy, Karen, Fiona, Holly, and anyone else who's on live watching but without wanting to comment, because I know that happens too. So thank you for being here. I'm going to switch this around in a minute so that I can actually show you the cards, because I'm so happy to be back doing the live streaming. I have had a change by being able to pick up some part-time employment, which means that I'm not going to be able to do the live streaming like this on a Tuesday, Wednesday or Thursday morning into the future, but they will still be recorded the night before and scheduled to be as if they're at the 8 o'clock. So it's convenient for you at the usual time of watching them. So I'm hoping that works out. If it doesn't, we'll look at something different. G'day, Deidre. Oh, beautiful. How are you? It's such a gorgeous morning outside. As I'm looking out our window, the sun is shining. It's looking like it's potentially going to be a beautiful day. So, and to Shaz, hi there. How are you this morning? Now, I'll get to it. I've got the scrolling. Oh, I can never get this one right. I've got to go the opposite way when it does that. So I've got my 2 websites. I've got the 2 because the Shopify one wouldn't let me put that. Well, I could do the psychic things on it, but they've closed my Shopify gateway. I've got to find a different platform to get the payments through. So, and I haven't finished editing the Roz Boundy page yet, like website yet. So it's a combination of 2, and use Facebook if you're wanting to book me for doing the in-depth readings. So, and the hypnotherapy. I do quite a lot of things. So I'm going to hide those now, but that's why there's the 2, just in case. If you can't find what I'm doing on the one, look on the other, otherwise Facebook page until I get that sorted. So, and Joy, great. So happy to see you. Here is the live. Was it the tech? It's taken me a little bit of practice to get where and how I'm doing it, but it is actually quite easy once you have a bit of that practice into it. So it's big. It is chilly, Fiona. Yes, I'd have to say that. And Fiona, Deidre, you're doing well. Oh, it's because you're not quite in our time zone, are you? Being up early, I just can't quite remember where you are. You might need to put that in too, Deidre. I know I've asked before, freezing. Yeah, there is some ice. Well, I don't think there's ice on the lawn here, but it is cool. I haven't been outside. I've had my shower, got up and all the rest. Hi, Cindy. How are you? And Tennille, this is So this is the regular session that I read a card spread, not actually do individual readings. And that's the same, like Cindy, that's what I do on these mornings. It is the card spread, you'll see in a minute. And you'll probably get used to that. So 8 o'clock every morning here in Adelaide time, there will be something, whether it's me live streaming like I am now or the recorded version from the night before because of a new job. Totally fell into my lap in a way that you wouldn't believe the synchronicities. Yeah, happy to read me if you can. Yeah, Joy, I don't do the individual ones this morning. I try to leave them as short little sessions up to 15 minutes only. And with doing individual card pulls, it's just not possible. Good morning, Victoria. How are you? And the same there. Yeah. So thank you for understanding. Malala. Yes, I know where that is. Yes. So great to see you here. And Falash. Wonderful name. I presume I pronounced that right. I don't know. And you can also share with others that I'm on YouTube as well. For those that don't do Facebook, I have my channel on YouTube that I'm streaming this to at the same time. So it feels like -0.2. Oh, that is cold. Yes, I've got it. Yeah. Oh, well, thank you, Joy. Now, I am going to switch around the visual to the cards and come back here. Oh, you had ice on your car as well, Fiona. Wow. Yeah. You're in New Zealand, aren't you? I just can't quite remember. This is where memory sometimes goes out the door. Then I'm allowed. This is the deck of cards that I use every morning. It is the Gilded Reverie Lenormand, the expanded edition's the one I use. So it's a lovely deck. I love the artwork. Oh, thank you very much, Karen. Yes, I'm going to actually write the story of it in a blog and get that into whichever one of those sites. I think the Boundy site has a blog section. I'm going to start using that because it was just so and happened so fast. Okay. It is wonderful to see synchronicity unfold. Absolutely. And Sue, good morning to you. Wonderful. Now, I will get into this so that we're not going to take too much of your day. I do ask you, though, that as I'm reading these cards, you feel into your own energies and that gut feeling and the messages you're getting first for these cards, because it's not just about the me part of the reading, although some of that emphasis is there because it's me who shuffled them and my understanding and intuition and the messages I'm getting. But take what you receive first as being the message for you and really trust your own intuition in respect of cards, any guidance that you're getting. Okay, so just out of Adelaide, yeah. And we've got Deirdre saying, yeah, cool, looking forward to reading it. So what we have is this the child card is actually sitting in the first position of the workspace and energy there. We've got the clouds in our home space and energies there. Up the top, it is the older man, the extra card one of the extra cards in the deck. So that's in the unexpected. We actually have I've got to look down there. We've got the key in the your role energies, and look at what we've got in the outcome. It's the lucky clover right in the center of the outcome. And good morning to you too, Glenda. Wonderful to see you here and your beautiful children in that, well, children or grandchildren in your avatar. Wonderful. The child in that workspace. Well, after my first day at the new work yesterday, it doesn't matter whether it's part-time work or full-time, any work that we take on, we should be looking at it as if do the best job that we can, do the best work that we can. And because it was my first, after only having the interview on Wednesday and then going to the location and the workspace yesterday, I was like a child learning an absolutely new task for me, which was along the line of scheduling and logistics. It's not something I've ever done in detail before, and it was really like opening up that storybook and an adventure. So I'm feeling, even for today, the continuation of that as I fill in, employment forms and stuff like that. There's still that newness and discovery of finding things, super fun details and all that sort of stuff. It can be those mundane details and things that we're looking into that we can actually pizzazz up into being an absolute joy and fantasy. Expecting that we're going to be surprised and have those wonderful things in life pop up, which it just has been for me this week. So have that in your forefront of thinking, that today there's going to be something that shows up for you in the work line. If you own a business, or you're running your own business, or you're working for someone else, it's putting the positive energy into it and knowing that whatever it is you're feeling that needs to change or be good or be discovered is going to happen. So that's what's going to happen for your work day to day. It just feels like that beautiful energy continuing to manifest. Okay. In the home space, yes, there's a few clouds. It's still in our winter energies. It's still in that sometimes it can be depressing, trying to work through some issues and things like that might be around you. That's what it's feeling like. I mean, in my own life, there's always something that we are tending to have to, I suppose the word is, deal with. And I feel sometimes it does bog us down with that cloudiness, with that stormy feeling inside, as if, just bloody shaking people around and thinking, can't you understand? Like, sort it out so that everybody's got things working smoothly in the flow, understanding each other better. That's what it feels like. There's just that storminess around, but it's going to clear. It will sort, it will clear. Know that and have that positive mindset. It's not a mindset even. Have that positive feeling, feel into it and feel it as if it is resolved and you've got the sunshine coming through and you've got that flow, flight, being able to go anywhere, do anything, because you can fly through it. So that's what I'm sensing for the home environment for today, for everyone. But, feel into what your messages are that you're getting with it. And, of course, the unexpected in this case is the older male energy. So it's the more wise masculine feeling energies. If you don't have a partner in your life, or someone who is a senior, older than you type of a male, it could be just that you are needing to access your own inner masculine energies and that balance that is us in the masculine feminine. Unexpectedly will show up through your day. So you'd know who that is possibly. I'm feeling that in general most of us do. And oh my goodness, and there, Deidre, you're giving the feedback. Yes, hubby is causing storms. Well, yes. I think every family has that. Siblings, children, whatever. And I'm not naming names because I don't think they watch anyway. So there we go. Oh, and Fiona's just mentioned you love working with the clouds energy. Look, there are times, where you just go outside, doing your everyday things, and you look up at the clouds and you say, wow, you can see things in it, like a bear, or you can see a horse prancing, or, there are visuals that you can catch from the clouds in that instant moment. And you've never got the camera at the right time to take a photo, or your phone. Well, actually, most of the time we do have our phones with us now. Just thinking on that. Use those moments to remember that presence of being present in those moments, because our role really is having the key to hand. And I don't think I can move that now. What? Oh, I did. Got a better visual. The full picture of the key. In your role, this is what this card is, and it is having that key in hand. You've got the control of this key. It is your key, and you can unlock that door. In unlocking that door, look at the beauty that you can release. It's all that potential of the beautiful bud of the rose blooming and blossoming into the full bloom and showing all its beauty, being released to be shared is what I'm feeling. And you look at that beautiful glow of the golden sunlight, just sparkling on this beautiful golden cage. Instead of having things locked up, release, let them go, and that key is in your hand. So in something that you have in and around you, in your events, or even just forgiveness of somebody, and that can come back to that family situation of just, and you don't have to go up to people and, to friends, siblings, family, and just say, look, I forgive you, although that can have its good positive moments and effects. Sometimes it's about self-forgiveness too. In saying, look, I'm sorry I've hurt you, in that inner self, but this is the way it needs to be, or something like that. It's not always about, being open, verbal. Sometimes it is, sometimes it's not. Only you have the key to knowing that, and that's where it's the key to unlocking your knowing, unlocking the door to a cage you've given yourself or that you've locked others in. It's a plethora of options there. And the other thing too, don't forget that you can actually lock that door if there's something that really needs to be locked away and not revisited. I can't think of any examples, because I think really having everything free and flowing is, for me, the optimal way of living our lives to the best we can, and taking, the actions that we create, what we do. Every single decision and action we have has consequences. And what we've got in today's guidance really is, it's the lucky clover card, because that's what the clover card is about. It is about good luck. So all that we are endeavouring and doing and achieving in today's cards, it is going to all lead to that feeling of good luck, to that to that energy flow, that it's the right things happening in the right times and with the right people. Okay. So I'm feeling that with all of that it is coming back to our inner trust factor around what we are experiencing in our lives, how we decide that we are. I'm just going to drop that little card thing there for this time. Have just me to finish with. So do endeavour to just let go of those tensions within you, like the clouds are holding you, and let it fly and be as free as the bird that's out of that cage too, and trusting that inner you, what you are going to be able to let go, will also be able to create that freer being of you to be out in the world, as we do live in a world that is, the one with the whole. So, and that energy conjunction of all of it in that humanity, because we cannot isolate our energy out and away from absolutely everybody, everything, because that's not what energy is. So anyway, I hope you've gained some understanding from the cards this morning. Take in what you need for your day and bless it, trust it, and be the best person you can be. And I'm going to leave it for now until tomorrow at 8 o'clock in the same process, but different cards. Let's see what tomorrow brings for then. So namaste until tomorrow. Bye for now.